Alright, why is it? Huh. Okay, why is it now worked at higher depths? Honestly, I just want to use the hash map for this. It's probably not even all that much slower. Actually, it probably would be faster. Come on. Yeah, okay. Alright, screw that. I'm just gonna use the hash map. Because I don't feel like implementing that by hand. Alright, here. Okay, then we're going to need to pre-cache that. Okay, alright, we'll make this just stupidly using yeah, just use int erase for now because that's easy. Does that generate for arrays correctly? Hold on, let's see. Does in fact, yes. Constructor. But oh no, I can just do some buff for that. Alright, we just need to be able to check if a position exists and also write new ones. So yeah, we don't need to remove them ever, I don't think. Alright, then we're going to also have a maximum number of levels. Alright, they're going to be 30. 2 actually, we have number 2 times size. Let's not use magic numbers. Okay, we'll have something to pull it up to the next level. And I'm going to make this compact because I'm lazy. This is totally slow, but I don't care because I just want this to be easy to implement because this is just a proof of concept. Alright. Okay. We need to have the same number of coordinates as it was created with. That's weird. Why would it do that by default? Okay, then we'll just continue until we find one that's already present, so... Actually, we can just do it like this. Awesome. Oh, but yeah, I have my formatting settings like that. Okay, then we just need one for our public provide is set. We need to check at the level. And coordinates. Because we don't actually care which level it's being checked at there. Right, return this up. That's really slow, and I really think it looks ugly, but I don't care because it just needs to work. I did fine columns, cache, and hold on, the cache cubes. I believe, hold on, wait, which one is this that I'm looking at? It's actually using both. Or was previously. Yeah, it is. Alright, then it'll be 3-dimensional, and then we'll have another one for columns. Alright, then we're going to have something which constructs that initially. Actually, maybe we can make that. Should we just make that I'll make that a future. And not populate it until later. Okay, and alright, whatever. This is just got to work. Alright, so this will be the one for columns. Is there a nice way to iterate through every column here? I'm actually not sure. doesn't seem to be. And I'm not using regional lib directly anywhere. Oh man. Okay, how should I go about this? I don't want to reflectively do anything there. Hold on, I added an API for this, didn't I? Let's see. Why can I not type? I'm pretty sure I did add an API for this. Yeah. But it actually... Does it check that? It does. Perfect. I have methods for that. Great. Okay, I'm just going to have to depend on that version of cubic chunks. And I don't care if I'm breaking versions or dependencies or whatever, because that's not my problem. Cubic chunks version. Hold on. Do I not have a... Hold on. Alright, which... Oh, it is there already. Great, I just need to then figure out which version that was. It's the current release. It's 1191, but it's going to be a few older than that. Alright, it will depend on at least 646. Oh no, not 646, 1188. Okay, then how do we actually get access to the iCubic storage? Where did we get that from? Default implementation of iCubeIO is async patching CubeIO. We'll just assume everything is one of that. Oh, I didn't add a getter when I made this, which is dumb. Oh well, reflection time it is. Okay, then we'll just go to storage equals alright. Okay, static file sync batching CubeIO storage offset. He was unsafe. Okay, we'll just cast to make sure it throws an exception if it isn't the correct instance type, and otherwise we will just do it like that. This, oh no, not this, this storage for each column. I want to set that every single time. Alright, pause, and then this is totally gross. Okay. Now we can always quickly check for that. Well, hold on, that's going to get optimized away, isn't it? It will. I don't want to ensure that that cast doesn't get optimized out, so we'll use this. Are you using Cubic World Gen or what? Also keep in mind Excel mode uses more than this. Increases the required memory by almost the square. Alright, next up we're going to have to have something here. Alright, any column to text. This is pretty simple. Turn this dot. And then we'll wait for that if it isn't already ready. Tile Z. And then same here. But it also has a y coordinate. Very nice. And this is currently broken. So we'll implement that later. Awesome. Okay, next up. Is that actually everything? Hold on. I don't know there. Oh, we also need to have this be notified. This time. And we'll set. Need to update this so that it's available next time. We should update that first. Alright, we need to update the cache in order to make sure that it's aware of that when new chunks are added. And then I think that should be ready to test. Okie dokie. I'll make sure that's mounted at the height enough for now. And we will enable exact generation. And I'll pull out visual VM and have it sampling so that I can make sure that it's not spending too much time waiting for that to load in. Okay, I'll put that smaller. I should let this run one run though first to let JIT kick in. Oh, alright. What did I did? Oh, okay. I'm dumb. Okie dokie. What? Oh, I broke it again. I'm pretty sure that's an issue with Minecraft and not DC. Which is surprising because normally it's always DC. But seriously, this cache is gross. Maybe I couldn't. Nah, making that off heap isn't really going to help anything. I mean, making it native. I'll probably just make a simple off heap one that does basically the same thing. Did it actually? Okay, it did save my settings and whatnot. So what should happen here is rather than making everything go really slow, it should stall for a minute while starting, and then... Oh, or immediately just go at it. I guess it runs faster than I thought. Hold on, let's try bumping up the number of log levels. And see if it remains more or less constant. It should. Alright, I think that is certainly running constant. In constant time. That is. Alright. However, now we're just having normal bugs with height map mode on exact generation. Let's try that again on voxel, which, mind you, will be a fair bit slower, so let's change this down to 64. That's going to cause a bunch of additional holes. I should not have set it to 64. Hold on. I feel like I broke the exact generator somehow. Because I'm pretty sure... No, I'm quite sure this whole area has been pre-gened ages ago. really not doing it. Hold on. Yeah, there's clearly vanilla terrain there. But the exact generator is not using it. Why? Oh, hi ZS. Alright, this is going very slowly. Let's sample this again. The garbage collector is actually being quite active. Maybe I can blame Conquer Sweep on that. Let's just see. Alright, merge. Yeah, that's just okay, that's again being very fast, so what's causing a hang up? It shouldn't be stalling that much, is the thing. And it's really being fast though. I'm not gonna complain. Why are there so many? Oh, I know why. It's because of the player tracker. Which is implemented ridiculously inefficiently. Still. It shouldn't be that bad. Try placing a couple random blocks here. Pause to force it to regenerate. And it is not regenerating anything at all. Which is weird. When in doubt, debug it. Okay, so then let's have a look here. Why would it? Oh, it is. so the issue that it like isn't saved. Hold on. Okay, clearly the exact generator did just kick in there. What if I reload everything? Then it's gone again. Okay, so the issue is therefore something else. Hold on, let's put some useless code here so that I can put a breakpoint on it. It's not even attempting to run that. Let's put a breakpoint there. Right, it is going there. Let's interrupt with exacts. Okay. Stop that. Yeah, I have punished a line there. Alright, so that should therefore be changed. So why is everything being generated with the rough generator, even though the exact one is clearly enabled? Hold on, let's try something here. We will disable the rough voxel generator for Kubbi world gen. And of course reload the world. And that works fine. Albeit of course rather slowly. Okay, so the issue is more that for whatever reason it's choosing to replace that with the rough generated terrain anyway. But why? Hold on, alright, so everything in this render distance should be pre-gemmed already. So let's put a breakpoint here. Makes no anything terrain. Alright, I will definitely have a look at that afterwards. But first I want to get this worked out. Oh wait, hold on, I have the roof generator disabled again, don't I? Oh, I don't, hold on. No, I do. It is enabled, but it still is not doing that, and it's not throwing generation not allowed exception anywhere. Which is weird. Hold on, let's put a break up there and see what generator exact actually is. Well, generator exact is just a normal electrical generator. Cubic chunks, which means that it should be alright, let's remove that one then. Okay, so it's clearly working. Alright, let's go up here. Alright, nothing there that would cause it to fall back to rough generation. Yeah, of course, it timed out the integrated server. Amazing. Now let's try putting a breakpoint there then. And, of course, moving that. Oh, I already did. What? Player argument expressive, but okay, what? Hold on, let's just try that again. And now, of course, it works fine. Alrighty, let's see. Okay, that's really weird. Alright, I'll do something stupid here. Go again. The other one wasn't hitting, but maybe this one will. Okay, this is a cubic world, which means it's a voxel world. Alright, any cube intersects here. This should always be returning true, really. Oh. I never actually fixed this. Ha. Is that X? Is that Y? Is that Z? Change it here as well, just so that I don't forget about it. Always something stupid like that. And that should make it magically start working again. Oh, I just hot swapped while I was on a breakpoint. That's gonna make it break the VM, isn't it? Yep, there we go. Now it's using exact generation correctly. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. Alright, I'll just make sure I didn't change any other files while debugging that. I did not. Okay, that's good. Alrighty, in that case, I will. Let's back up to 250. No, I'll leave it at 64. And bump this up to some absurd amount again. It's probably going to run horribly slow because DC VM can only use conk marker sweep. But we shall see. Oh. Oh, sorry, that's just that being doing what it does. That is not looking very nice though. That actually looks really funny. Ha! The trees are flat. Bloop. Yeah, I guess that's what happens when I have my rough generator look really different than the exact one. Okay, but that's reasonably accurate, I would say. Not sure what those holes are all about down there. Seems like a rather large gap. Alright, let's try closing that again. And switching it back to something like 7, but with 256 cutoff. And hold on, what? Where'd the exact generator go? That is very odd. This is even more odd. Did I break something with like face culling or something? That fish doesn't even exist. of gaps though. I really don't like that. And have no idea where it's coming from. Alright, next thing I want to see, why is it not generating that? I feel like the level 1 tiles were not using exact generation, even though they should have been. Let's put this back down to 64 and I'll put this to 2. It is not generating them at all. Why is that? Let's see. Oh. Huh. Let's see. Increment the level, not shift it. There we go. Epic. Sheesh. And we're getting overlap again as well. Oh boy. I feel like I've totally broken the voxel renderer. It used to work so much smoother, I guess? No, it really didn't actually. And then if I were to just say bump it up to 256 again. Yeah, okay, what also I wanna enable writing just in case I want to reload this at some point later. That also seems quite wrong. I don't understand what's with all the seams in the water either. Yeah, voxel really needs some work. I'm pretty sure this is all exact generation at this point. the bottleneck? I know that should be enough. Stop sampling. Alright, let's have a look. It seems like a disproportionately large amount of CPU time being wasted on take. Anyway, of the ones that are in here, scale is reasonably fast, although of course it's totally broken. Rough generation works fine. That's of course negligible. Notifying the tracker is actually taking a reasonable amount of time. But still almost negligible. The bottleneck here is it's also basically free. Oh wow. Oh wow. I did not realize that was going to be so slow. And the rest of it's just extended block storage taking time. Okay. This part could be cached. It wouldn't be too much of a big deal. But yeah, it looks like XYZ map really is slow. I should probably give some thought as to whether or not I want to redesign the voxel renderer before optimizing that though. Anyway, aside from the seams that are of course omnipresent, everything seems to be working decently, I think. At any rate, it's a lot smoother than it was. Alright, I'm just gonna let that run in the background for now. Alrighty, we will move along to making this less ugly. Should I do this? I don't know if I want to make this off heap. I kind of feel like I should. Simply because it'd be less ugly. But then again, yeah, whatever, I'll leave this for now. I also need to make the vanilla async rock access implemented, so that means I'm going to have to go here. Hold on a minute. Do I have something here which checks for... I don't actually have a way to get every region. Well, that should be easy to solve. Well, how does the converter work? Isn't there some implementation of a converter that upgrades the entire world? And it's a default one? I thought there was. Yeah, whatever. Okay, anyway, we'll just go over here. Alright, first of all, we're going to need to list all of the regions there for I should do that in order to have it auto-close. Okay. That seems to be scaling incorrectly, or something. Man, Roxol is so broken. Okay, we'll just have to, alright, we'll just use the pre-riggers for that. Yeah, alright, whatever. Okay, then we'll proceed to... put it like that. Okay, add stream dot filter. Alright, and then... Alright. We just need it to match that. Right, R dots. No. And then potentially negative. And then end of string. And then we'll map it again by sorry, oh no. And then map your path to string. We'll map it to a matcher. Oh, no, hold on, we can do it like this. So now overhead. And then filter by matcher. We just want the original text. Is there a way to get the original text sequence out of it? Oh, whatever, we can just do it like that. That works too. Or it's gonna exist anyway. We don't care about that. Just need to make sure that we unlock it afterwards. And then we will just have to go through everything here. Alrighty. Still going? Should be just about done by now, I would think. Apparently it isn't. Huh. Well, there you go. I'm going to close this because it's making everything lag. Alrighty. Going back to this, we're just going to copy that over here. Hold on. Okay. Thread safe origin file hash dot. This is large chunk. Now we actually need to have the path, which is an annual chunk loader. And it's called chunk save location. I think. Pretty sure I was already using that as somewhere, but I guess I wasn't. Alrighty. That's this will probably make DC segfault. Surprisingly, it didn't. Okay. Okay, that should actually be just about everything. Okay, yeah, whatever, I'll just assume that works. No, I'm not just going to assume that works, I'm going to actually test it. Let's see, whatever, I'll just open a vanilla world and assume that if it doesn't immediately crash that it's working correctly. Seems safe enough. It didn't immediately crash. So I guess I'm safe for now. Is this... No, it's really not. Let's see how this goes. Seems to be using disturbingly little CPU. Then again, it's probably just because it's blocking on futures all the time, because I haven't actually properly made it use the fork join pool. Let's see, will this blend correctly? Once it actually reaches, that is. And while that does its thing, Kubbi lava, I'm going to just put some cobblestone on there, save and unpause it again, and it does seemingly not reload. No reloading at all. Oh wait, no, hold on, it has to finish exact generation. Well, technically this is rough generation, but lighting seems to be quite broken, as in there. Then again, that's just vanilla being itself. It's really not. This should be maxing out my CPU. So much work to do. Yes, this is pre-generated for the most part. Yeah, it really is. That's what I'm complaining about as well. It really should be maxing out my CPU, and it, well, as you can see, it is not. It's kind of fluctuating between like 70% and 50%. I'm gonna profile this. Alrighty. Let's give this like another 5 or 10 seconds, and then I will take a snapshot. Well, Minecraft terrain generation is not multi-threaded, but if you're using a rough generators are multi-threaded, and also if it's pre-generated, if the terrain is pre-generated, it can read the terrain on multiple threads and generate the mesh from that. That is all multi-threaded. So since the terrain is all pre-generated, it should be able to max out my CPU. Yeah, for some reason it isn't. Let's see. Okay. Let's take a snapshot of that. So where is all of my CPU time being spent? Wait, no, that was not relevant. Okay. Yeah, scaling is still relatively tiny. Prefetching is taking most of the time, so it's not the generation part, but a lot of CPU time is being spent waiting half of the time is just being spent waiting for other stuff to happen. That the fork join pool is almost consistently empty. That doesn't even make any sense. Where's all the CPU time being spent then? Yeah, just force on task join, but alright, anyway, this should be almost done generating the terrain now. Let's make sure that it's working correctly, because as soon as it finishes that, the cobblestone block should appear on that tree. Or maybe it's that tree, I forget which tree it was. How many more layers are there? Come on. I ain't got all day to wait for you. Just do something. Hey. I always forget just how big 512 blocks actually is. So, what's it up? Oh, it's still going there. Come on. Oh, there we go. Now we've got our cobblestone. Why is the CPU still high? And now it's more or less gone. Really, it should not. Alright, well, at least it works. If slow. Anyway. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, we're going to commit that. Wait, no, hold on, I'll add Java docs here. It rates through every chunk in the given world. Passing the chunk addition to the given callback function. Callback function to run. Alright, let's commit this. Make next generation not run in exponential time. No, I don't want to push it yet. Okay. Alrighty, so what am I going to work on now? I am going to... I guess I'm going to work on voxel holes again, because that needs to be gone. Alright, so we'll go back here. It basically has to be 256. Cut off, I think, because otherwise the seams are obvious. I believe that's the solution I came to last time. So it works fine when there's only one level, but there are still holes. Oh, hold on, I'm dumb. Too fast. Hold on, let's reload that. And try that again, but with read on. Spike again. Oh, there we go, and it's all popped in at once. There are massive holes, though. Well, hold on, those holes are probably from the fact that I had right off for some time while initially generating this. That's actually almost certainly it. It's also much closer to maxing out my CPU, but still not quite there. Better than it was running on vanilla, though. Amazing. And then up and along. And that should be it. Yep, that's it. But no, not quite. That's it. Okay, so what do we have to work with here? There's a gap there. There are lines all over the place in the water. There are holes in, I believe that's level 1, but there was a hole over here that was level 0 as well. There's an entire tile missing over there. God damn it, okay. Let's reload everything, now that everything's generated. Yeah, there's definitely holes in level 0. Alright, if I change the transition region to not exist at all. Hold on, which distance is that happening at? Let's see. Voxel.vert. Let's enable debug colors. Reload shaders. Alright, that is happening. Wait, hold on. The visible lines are actually... Wait, Wait, hold on, that's a level 1 tile that's rendering over a level 0 tile. Which is actually what I'd been wanting. Yeah, that is what I had been trying to do originally. And fucked up royally. Alright, let's... Damn it. Okay. Let's see. So, how else could I solve that? Aside from having level 1 tiles render over level 0 ones. I could see about trying to pull off my weird depth buffer stencil trick with every layer, but that would probably be really slow. Hold on, what if... I also have the anti-flicker offset thing. What if I change that to be like times 1,000s? Aside from the fact that it's going to look wrong. No, it doesn't affect anything at all. And that is... So why are there like double layers of blue on that? Am I adding the same tile twice? Hold on a minute. Is it really something stupid like that? Let's see, render strategy. I always forget how I did this. Alright, I will override prepare render. But no, even better. I'll do it in the command buffer. It is this one, right? Yep, it is that one. I'll just add a hash set or something. Inserted, final. Wait, no, it has to be something XYZ addressable. What is XYZ addressable? Only cube. Well, I guess I'll make a new class. That works well enough. We're gonna have to close this, otherwise the field is not going to exist after I hot swap. Alright, we will clear the map. And then we will say if then do nothing. Otherwise this added into the map. Wait, no. type anyway. It needs to be 4-dimensional because there's also a level. You just use fast util then. There is no addressable chunk fuzz. Ha! Alright, good enough. So if there are any duplicate elements, this should prevent them. I sincerely hope that's the issue. Just gotta rebake all that, and then the issue is something else. Something like so. No, it's like the low detail pieces aren't even there. And if I pull up the range, something like that, yeah, then that nice smoothly blends into the other thing. But where's that gap coming from? What's it different aligned to? Hold on. That's a red tile gap there. Hold on, what if I do something stupid like this? Alright, clearly this is not helping anything. I'll remove that. It's probably going to have to go back to this damn far render tree. It's going to be down here again. We're going to have to reload because we removed the field. Load. So why is that baking with holes in it? That's what I'd like to figure out. Is it something with the bake code, or is it something with something else entirely? We will say let's completely disable range checking. And now we'll leave Preston calling on. And we'll always recurse into high detail ones. Wait, hold on now. This has to be 4. Alright, now it's only rendering level 0 tiles. let's try reducing the cutoff to 128 as well. Okay. And then that just remains a hold the entire time. That really seems like a bake bug. But it's consistent. But it's not an axis thing, otherwise it would be happening along the entire row or column. Hold on, let's pull that way down. No, there's only that one. So, what is up with that? Okay. So it's almost certainly a baking issue. Voxel bake. Oh god, oh fuck, we gotta look at this again. I don't want to look at this again. I'm so sick of looking at the voxel baking code. Primarily because I hardly even understand it anymore at this point. So it's probably, yeah, so it's an issue with the high position being set to something bad, because, I mean, obviously it's only happening in the red high region. But let's just prove that by completely disabling the high position. Reloading like that, just so I don't spend forever trying to fix something that, if it does actually work. But honestly, I was already quite doubtful that the high position code was working correctly. Yeah, okay, it works perfectly fine. Alrighty. That code is okay. Could be something here, but honestly I doubt it. Hold on a second. Can only pause. No, it is using that. How many times has this been being discarded? Let's add this as a separate branch here. Not using a conditional breakpoint because they're slow. And a dummy thing to put breakpoint on. And it's ready for it to reload. Okay, so the piece being discarded would have been at effectively pretty far away. That's honestly hardly relevant. But I still feel like it is somehow relevant. Hold on. What if I do actually shift that down to low scale? Buzz high is... What if I do actually shift that down and then have the shader extend it back up again? I forgot where I got this there. And then we'll go down here. Don't care about that. And set this to shift that down as well. And then we'll have to have the shader extended back up again. So times 2 point, 2 point is fine. Reload shader, right, and then reload the terrain as well. That works. So the issue is indeed to do with stuff being cut up and discarded. But that doesn't make any sense, because it should... None of those coordinates should be out of bounds, is the thing. Let's try putting this back to the default settings of that. Hold on, I should make that bigger so that I can actually get a better idea of what's going on. And slow down a bit. Yeah, that looks right. That's just fine. Okay, so we still have all those holes, but those are at least not as pronounced. Let's go remove these debug checks again. That should cause level 1 terrain to pop back up again. Bop. So it's still overlapping, but at least it's not as bad. There's no hold anymore. Where was I initially testing this? Oh no, it was right here, but with exact gen disabled. Yeah, whatever. I'll do that later. Alright, clearly the water thing is now working okay. So does that mean that I can actually remove this stupid shrinking thing? Was that the actual cause of the bug? Holy cow. Wow. That worked surprisingly well. No overlap required. But now we have that. Again. Damn it. Okay. Let me think. So at least you no longer need to shrink that down in order to get the working right. But I feel like I just undid a bunch of things that I had fixed previously. The issue there is that that's extending too far. If I flip the depth around, does it look any better? Doubtfully. Oh, it does. No, it's only the level 1 thing. Alright, and now I just need to figure out why. Hold on a minute, let's disable debug colors again. Is flipping the depth around going to break the anti-flicker? Alright, I need debug colors again for that. What the heck is this? Oh. That's the vanilla offset thing being weird. Most likely if I... yeah. Increase the render distance by a couple of cubes, that should be gone again. Alright, that's fine. Vanilla terrain is in fact flipping over all that. Let's do that on 5. Oh no, the anti-flicker is not working. Oh, we need to add at least 1. That all looks fine. Okay, so what's up with those gaps? Which area should they be being covered by? Let's think. Are those fixed by not shifting? I have a feeling that's why I did it that way. reload everything. Why does this all seem back? Oh, it's because I forgot to remove the 2 times from here. Okay, so obviously those additional holes are back, but are the gaps gone? Gaps are not magically gone. The gaps were only solved by me actually rendering multiple tiles over each other. Oh, I just switched to nodes. Alright, okay, that was the magic part for fixing the gaps. I can't do it like that. All my render code assumes that the tiles are perfectly fit together perfectly. I can't have them rendering on top of each other. That's just bad. Alright, so in that case, let's keep it like that, and we'll also undo this. No, actually, what I'll do, instead I will do, round, X, and shift by 1, and Y, and Z, Y, Z. Shouldn't make any difference, but, you know, just in case. Reload shader. Okay, so now I need to figure out why... I should have fixed this correctly when I had the chance. Now I need to relearn how all this code works. Alright, why are the tiles not fitting together right? So, hold on. This area here, that triangle, is, when I move closer, is rendered by the red part like that. And if I've pulled back enough, it's rendered by the blue part, but differently. Or is this just because pulling toward the closest vertex only works if there's no other options? Okay, hold on. Let's see. What if we add a thing so that it only uses the nearest neighbor if there's no actual voxel on the parents? Wait, no, I already tried that. I did that way ages ago and it didn't work. confirm that I am not losing my minds. That does fix it, albeit in an ugly way, yes. By just forcing everything to draw itself twice. So if I were to instead what if I actually just tried that again? Just say I really want it to give me the sources again. Let's add that again. Okay. Excel tile. Tile. No, hold on. Sources. Alright, that's nice. Let's see, previous versions for this file. Alright, I'll just show the entire file with that revision. And oh, I was still using an octree there. How about, nah, I'll just see how I was doing this previously. Where's my old code? I believe it's this. Alright, now we're gonna have to have all this stuff multiplied by 3 times. Wait, hold on. How many times is it actually shifting over by? Yes. Big head count. And then we can add this. Why is that I and there? That doesn't even make any sense. Hold on, I'll just try this. This tile x and 1. And reload. Rebake. Oh, I need to remove the ×2 again. Reload. Oh, wait, hold on, what am I doing? No, I didn't need to remove the ×2, I needed to shift these down. No. Yeah, that is not gonna cut it. That ain't gonna cut it. I hate this part because it's just trial and error, and primarily because I no longer understand how 2/3 of this code works. I mean, I do understand it, but it's just painful. Oh, I understand what that and I was for. Let's put it on all of these. Wait, hold up. This one needs to be shifted down by 1, and this one needs to be shifted down by 2. And I actually need to put the shift back here again, because I just removed it. And reload. I seem to have done the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. Now, rather than there being gaps, sometimes there's always a gap. It's not actually blending at all anymore. Or like, only the trees are blending. No, that's weird, because the grass is... The red level 0 grass is still in the right place, as it would be at level 0. Without blending. actually going to change all this back. Just like okay, there are other gaps there on level 0. I'm just gonna put this back and make sure that it wasn't this weird decision to not shift it that actually causes that. I don't understand why I would have removed the shifts from that. I really should have put a comment on that, but I didn't, so there you go. Actually, if I recall correctly, my reasoning was I never want to touch this code again. Oh, I need to remove the ×2 here. And reload shaders. No, that doesn't actually fix those holes. Well, that specific one. The one I'm looking at is this, which is a hole in the blended area, but entirely on level 0. I'm not sure if that's actually the same thing. Damn it. Alright, I need to honestly take like an hour to just think about this and draw some pictures, and I really don't feel like doing that on stream, so I'm going to be calling it quits for today. For those of you who did stop by, thanks for stopping by. For if you're watching this replay, congratulations, you were the only person who has ever watched this replay. Yeah, alright, calling it a day.